directly, but the things I've been hearing in the book community of some of these authors coming in having to tell readers like publicly, can you not come at me as soon as I drop a book? Like, if I drop a book on Monday, please don't read it on Wednesday and then on Thursday be, well, when's part two coming? Hey, you guys, I am reviewing the book The Candles Are Burning. It's part of the Into Shadow collection. It is by Veronica G. Henry and it was 37 pages. Y'all, this book is set in the 1950s, okay? And I absolutely love this book. It is by a Black author. It is Black History Month. Well, by the time you guys see this is May. It's Black History Month over here, okay? So y'all need to just let me be. I loved this book. The main character was going through it, okay? Maggie, her husband, what is her husband's name? Why is her husband's name passing me? Just kidding. Maggie's husband's name is Francis. So Maggie and Francis are in a good place in their marriage to an extent. What is even a good place in your marriage? Is there ever a good place? There's not even a such thing at this point as a good place in a marriage. I think you have good days in a marriage and then you just have marriage. That is the conclusion I'm coming to. Point is, Maggie and her husband, Francis, whose name slipped my mind that fast, they are out to eat. And Francis is having him a good old time, okay? Francis done picked out this restaurant because it was based off the recommendation of someone else. They have a good time. Francis chokes on his food, gets into a coughing fit. Maggie is trying her very best to not only save her husband, she is in his mouth, digging the food out. She is trying her best. If you don't have somebody that's willing to try to preserve your life like Maggie, do you even have a good wife? Do you even have a wife that likes you? Like, does your wife like you if she's not trying to save you the way that Maggie was going hard for Francis? She is yelling and screaming for help, and help just couldn't get there fast enough. When he passes away, Maggie goes through all of the stages of mourning. She's not sleeping, she's not eating, she is caring for their 5-year-old daughter, but even still, she's struggling. And even the daughter is seeing it to the point now where she's trying to ask, Mom, can I make candles with you? Can I help you with your candle business? Maybe I don't need to be going to school and you can just teach me yourself at home so that we can make more money and then we're not struggling. And I thought it was so cute because I remember those moments when I was little and I would see my mom working a lot and I would be like, dang, I just want to save up my money that I make from doing chores with my nana. I'm going to save up my money to sit here and help my mom pay the bills. Like, it is such a cute little thing. I feel like when you see kids wanting to help their parents, oh my God. But the mother keeps telling her, like, no, like, just stay in the child's place. Maggie's like, I'm going to take care of it. I'm going to take care of us, whatever. I got this. Now, Maggie is basically staying near in a graveyard, you guys. She's developing this relationship with Pastor Jackson. Is that man's name? Jackson. Yes, she's developing this kind of relationship with him. She's real wary of him. She doesn't know if she should trust him. She doesn't know if she shouldn't trust him. Um, there are a lot of parts in the book too where Maggie references about how she used to watch her grandmother and mother make these candles and how they would add like a part of themselves to it, whether it's like a piece of hair or whatever. They would add something to the candle and it was supposed to be a way to protect you from wrong being done. And Maggie starts having these visions and Maggie's visions are so vivid. She's seeing, funeral processions and she's seeing people in caskets and things. And she's starting to feel like, is it a warning? Is it something that, is supposed to be coming her way to harm her? She just does not know she doesn't know what to think. And when she finally opens up and tells the Pastor Jackson about it, his response was a little hard to read for her. She can't really tell, is it that I sound crazy to this man? Is it that he just doesn't want to talk to me? Is it that his mind is somewhere else today? It is hard for her to read. This book had a twist and turn to it that I wasn't even expecting. Now, it's not urban fiction. It's not urban fiction. It's not a psychological thriller. I would say it is like 1950s, like mystery, I guess would be the best way to put it. Um, that's the best way I can think of to put it. It was a darn good book, and it has some really good quotes in there that made you go like, "Damn, I never thought about that." Um, there were so many. There were so many good quotes. I'm trying to see. There was one where literally the Grim Reaper is having a conversation with Maggie, and uh you can call him so his name is Reaper, but he basically is a representation and he's very symbolic of death. And one of the remarks was just kind of so, it was insane. Why can't I find it? Let me see. Okay, so I found it. So there's a conversation where Maggie is trying to make a, what do you say? She's trying to make a deal basically with the Reaper because she does not like the predicament that she's in. And she doesn't like the way that Reaper is going about things. She's also realizing that along the way, she's trusted some of the wrong people. But Reaper literally tells her, like, and he doesn't have any eyelids. He says, "Is my company so repugnant then? Is not the life you cling to wrought with so much pain, so many disappointments and wretchedness? Here you feel no hunger, suffer no disease. You need not sleep and have no worry. Is that not what you covet?" And I was like, I guess it is. Death better be peaceful. I would hope that it's peaceful, depending on whatever religious belief you have. I would hope that it is peaceful because the shit we go through here, boy oh boy. Okay, and there's a point where Maggie literally goes like, glory be, like, and that's when she had the realization that the Reaper in death didn't want her to leave, because not even because of his duty. She said the Reaper death, it was lonely just like her, like the widower Jackson Stone. So she's saying, like, there's no denying what you're saying. And she's saying, but you're missing all the good parts: family, friends, love, the struggles make it all worth it. If you give this a chance, I can show you all that and more. It just, y'all, it kind of had me wondering, like, damn, like, death is that one thing that, like, predominantly so many people are running from or avoiding, and they're not ready to. Who is ready to die? Even people who choose to unalive themselves, I don't think even they're necessarily ready to die. I think sometimes people are just ready for the pain to be over, whatever is challenging them. There were so many good points in this book. I went searching for more books by this author, and there was an author with a similar name. I think her name was Veronica Henry. This is Veronica. Yeah, the author's name was Veronica Henry. This is Veronica G. Henry. I wanted to read more books, but this author's books are like 280 something pages, and you guys know I don't like super long books. So if she drops another short story, you guys, I am there. Okay, I am there. But if you read another book by this author, go ahead and drop it below, because maybe if enough people tell me, I'll actually go read it. I promise I probably will. If you have not already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I am coming with book reviews every Wednesday and Saturday. I almost said Friday at 10 a.m. I'm honestly still considering starting to drop book reviews on Mondays because I do have these reviews so lined up, and I just want to be able to get out my content and stuff. So I don't know. Obsessed with the Trauma Nurse just dropped. It is available for 99 cents on Amazon. Don't Look Away is coming in October. I have so many short stories, longer books, novellas that's coming out. Obsessed with the Trauma Nurse is hands down the longest book to date that I have ever published. That book is 80,000 words. I better not hear anyone complaining that that book is not long enough. And that is a great complaint to hear. But sometimes I'll publish a book and it'll be like 30, 40,000 words. And then people will be like, why did you even make a part two? This didn't require a part two. Readers be ready to tussle with authors over the smallest infractions. Like, I understand the idea that you have to write for your target audience, but some of the target audience be making you want to put a target on their back and do the most because some of y'all be brutal. Like, I can honestly say I've never had like any readers be brutal towards me directly, but the things I've been hearing in the book community of some of these authors coming in having to tell readers like publicly, can you not come at me as soon as I drop a book? Like, if I drop a book on Monday, please don't read it on Wednesday and then on Thursday be, well, when's part two coming? Not every author has it lined up in advance. Some people are really writing in their free time and spare time when they can. I try to avoid that conversation, me personally, by just setting everything up for pre order. Okay. By time part one drops, pre order is already there. So you don't got to ask me when it's coming. You see when it's coming. Pre order the book for 99 cents and we'll go from there. That's all I have to say at this point before I even go on a tangent. Thank you so much for supporting my channel, and I look forward to seeing you in the next book review. Bye.